Hello, vinyl community. How you doing? It's Bill with the Vinylverse. It's Vinyl Tag 2020 time. I'm finally getting to make my vinyl tag video. It's one of my favorite things that we do here, kicking off the new year with a set of 20 questions. Kind of gets everyone involved. For anyone who wants to participate, answering the same 20 questions. A lot of fun. It's great watching all the different vinyl tag videos, seeing what everyone comes up with the different questions, and finally getting a chance to do it. So thank you, Andrew, Tales from the Crate, for getting these questions together and kicking things off. So let's see. I'm going to jump right in here. I got the questions down here. So when I look away, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the questions. Number one, best find of 2019. So got a lot of records in 2019, but to me, being the Genesis fan that I am, to get an original master recording from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab of their 1976 release, A Trick of the Tail, for me, this is my best find. I was thrilled and excited to get this in this pressing. Number two question is favorite album of 2019. I don't buy a lot of new music, so I didn't really buy much from 2019 other than records that were re-released or reissued, or some Record Store Day stuff. But one album that I did buy that was brand new this year, that I really do enjoy, I'll just call it my favorite since I don't really have anything else to show, but the Claypool Lennon Delirium and their album South of Reality came out in 2019, so that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, number three, show a novelty record. How about 4 exciting stories of Planet of the Apes? Big Planet of the Apes fan, especially the original movies and TV show. And this is just dialogue, telling the stories of the first 4 movies. Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, and Beneath the Planet of the Apes. So, fun novelty record that I picked up. Okay, number 4, an Homage cover. So someone already showed this, Tim, DJ High Noon. This was the first thing that I thought of. This is Joe Jackson, Body and Soul, and the cover imitates Sonny Rollins' album. But since that's been shown, I don't think anyone's shown this. And how about the Beatles paying homage to themselves? So their first album, Please Please Me, and then kind of their greatest hits here, 1967 to 70. They reshot this cover in their later years. And there's the original picture as well. Okay, number 5. Show a B-side or deep cut. I'm going to go with a deep cut. Genesis Wind and Wuthering album from 1976. And the deep cut is one of my favorite tracks by them, Blood on the Rooftops. Beautifully written by both Steve Hackett and Phil Collins. great song that I don't think a lot of people know about or pay attention to. So that's my deep cut. Number 6, something funky. Show something funky. Sly and the Family Stone, greatest hits. This gets pretty funky. Okay, number 7, Weird Shelf Buddies. So this is 2 albums that sit next to each other on your shelves that kind of a weird combination. So I'm going to go with Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians and Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars next to The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Kind of a weird combo there. Okay, number 7. Sorry, that was number 7. Number 8, I Was There. So a concert you attended. So this year, I haven't picked it up yet, but REM re-released reissued their 1994 album, Monster. I think it even had 2 versions, the normal version and then another version with different takes or something like that. But I haven't picked it up. But the following year, 1995, they toured that album. Maybe the tour actually started in 1994, I'm not sure. But I saw them on October 12th, 1995. Here's my ticket. At the Philadelphia Spectrum. Great venue that's no longer there. Saw a lot of shows at the Philadelphia Spectrum. There's actually a fan recording on YouTube, video recording of this show, October 12th, 1995. I'll put a link to that down below in case you want to check it out. But they were in town for 3 nights, and this was the first of the 3 nights. And I had such fun and enjoyed the show so much that the following day I bought a ticket for, not the following night, but the following night after that. So October 14th, 1995, I saw REM for a second time on that tour. So... So Thursday and Saturday, I saw REM on the Monster Tour, and it was phenomenal. Great show. Like I said, enjoyed it so much that I went and bought a ticket for following night's show. Check out that link below to the live video of that show. Pretty cool. So number 9, wish I had an original copy. So where do I start with this question? I mean, I wish I had originals of tons of albums. But the one I'm going with here is John Coltrane's A Love Supreme. My favorite John Coltrane album, probably my favorite jazz album. And one of my all-time favorite albums. Would love to have an original copy of this album. Love this album. Okay, a discography you own. I had to kind of rack my brain on this one. I collect a lot of different groups that I'm trying to complete discographies. Genesis, I have their complete discography on CD on these box sets up here. I have just about everything on vinyl, but I'm not quite there yet. Band Yes, you can hear playing in the background. I have all their releases on CD, almost everything on vinyl. Gentle Giant, I need a couple more albums. Pink Floyd, I need a couple albums. But I decided to go with Michael Nesmith and the First National Band. He put out a trilogy, or they put out a trilogy of albums. Magnetic South, Loose Salute. Both came out in 1970. And then in 1971, Nevada Fighter. And then in 1972, it's Michael Nesmith and the Second National Band, Tantamount to Treason. And then in 2018, Michael Nesmith and the First National Band, Redux. He put out an album of a reformed First National Band and a live album of them at the Troubadour. So that's what I'm going to go with for discography, a complete discography. So that was number 10. Number 11, a unique center label. So I already showed this album, the Claypool Lennon Delirium South of Reality. Let me pull out record here. Cool album there. If you look at the center label, it's got a cool effect, zoetrope effect, I think it's called, and you shine a light and or strobe or something, and it plays an animation as it spins. Very, very cool. So that is my unique center or label there. Okay. On to number 12. A Preband. Someone who was in a band and then became famous after the fact. So I went with the band Them and Mr. Van Mars in there. All right, number 13, a musical book or movie recommendation. So I'm going to go with a book here, and this is a really, really cool book, and it's called The Complete Beatles Chronicle, and it's the only definitive guide to the Beatles' entire career. And what this does is breaks down their activities day by day. So concerts and studio sessions. Very cool. I love... There you get a little shot of... So there's Monday, December 3rd, 1962. They had a TV appearance there. Pardon me. Here's Monday, March 16th. Twickenham Film Studios. So a lot of very cool stuff. Here's some tour, some concert dates. 1966. You can see there, EMI Recording Studio. Just a real cool book. I actually have my receipt from when I bought this in 2001, it looks like. January 24th, 2001. Probably can't see it, it's very faded. But, yeah, great book. Very, very cool book. Excuse me. All right. Where are we? That was number 13. Number 14. An underrated album. So I'm going to go with the Beach Boys' Sunflower. Of course, everyone always mentions Pet Sounds. And Pet Sounds is an amazing album, but the Beach Boys' Sunflower is... I think it's a masterpiece, pretty much. It's just a great album. It's really a full band effort. Whereas, you know, Brian Wilson was pretty much the mastermind of Pet Sounds. This has more writing from the other members, but great album. If you've never heard this album, check it out. Okay, number 15, a band with great batting average. This was hard to come by, but I finally settled on Pink Floyd, and really their output in the 70s. So Atom Heart Mother, Metal, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals, and The Wall. Great output by them in the 70s, and all are just terrific albums. Some better than others, but I love them all. I think really good stuff by the Floyd in 1970s. All right, we're on number 16. Same album that has different covers. So this was very easy for me. So Genesis Abacab has 4 variants here. Yeah. So all the music's the same, all the track orders are the same. It's just the color swatches and stuff change. Okay, number 17, cheap album now worth money. I don't know if this was a cheap album when I got it, but I got it back in 1998. It's Jules' Spirit. I imagine I paid, I don't know, $12 to $15 for it back then. But when I bought this, I bought 2 copies. I kept one sealed. And I recently sold that sealed copy for 3 figures. So, good return on investment there. All right, number 18, favorite drummer. I may do a video on my favorite drummer someday. But my favorite drummer is Bill Bruford, and he's played with bands like Yes, King Crimson. He toured with Genesis for a year after Peter Gabriel left and Phil Collins became the singer. He needed a drummer, so Bill Bruford stepped in. UK, he's had his own solo efforts. Built the band Bruford, Earthworks. Just love his style, his sound, his uniqueness. Very creative. There's really no one like him. Very innovative, very unique. But here's some albums he's played on over the years. So, Close to the Edge by Yes. And there he is, shaking the tambourine there. King Crimson. This is Red. He played with Genesis on their 1976 tour. He is featured on one track on this album. The Band UK, there he is there. Great album. Never heard it. Here's one of his solo albums, One of a Kind, Bill Bruford. And here's an album that he did with David Torn, Mark Isham, and Tony Levin. Cloud About Mercy. So Bill Bruford, my favorite drummer. Great drummer. So that was number 19. So number 20. Trilogy of albums. So great 3 albums by a band that come out chronologically, I guess. I went with Tears for Fears. Their debut album here, The Hurting. Fantastic album. This was 1983, I think. And they followed up Songs from the Big Chair. I think this was 1985. And then 1989, Seeds of Love. 3 great albums by a great band, Tears for Fears. All right, so that's my vinyl tag. These are always fun videos to make, and of course they're fun to watch. They get you going through your collection. And it's always fun seeing what other people show, because a lot, we all think differently and share different stuff. So if you've ever thought about making videos and you didn't know what to do, this is a good way to get a video out there. You just answer some questions. As a matter of fact, the Vinyl Tag 2018 was one of the first videos I ever did. It was probably the 3rd or 4th video I ever did. So if anyone's ever thinking about making a video, I encourage you to do it, and why not start with the Vinyl Tag 2020. It's a lot of fun. So before I sign off, I just wanted to give some channel shoutouts. It's a great way to learn about new channels as well, the Vinyl Tag. If you just search Vinyl Tag 2020, you get a list of all the different videos, and maybe you see channels that you aren't subscribed to, and you can see what they're all about and jump on board with them. But here's some channels that they're all under 200 or low 100s, and I think they're all great channels and could use more subscribers and views. Great channel, Psychedelic Snow. Sean, his channel is exactly what it's named. He shows a lot of psychedelic albums. Really good stuff. He is currently at 157 subscribers, and I think he should have a lot more. Next, Elliot Cruz. Relatively newer channel, past several months, I guess. But he's put out a lot of great videos. He even showed his cleaning process recently, his record cleaning process. So that was pretty interesting, and his vacuum system that he has. He has 125 subscribers. I encourage you to go check him out. Merrick over at the Vinyl Truffle, he's at 134 subscribers. He good guy. He's building his record collection, and he's just a good guy, so go check him out. I've mentioned this one before, Chris Profy, Musically Obsessed. Great channel. He makes a lot of videos. He's got a varied interest, from the Monkees to heavy metal. But Chris is just a natural in front of the camera. He's got a lot of music to share. He's got tons of CDs, and he's got a really good record collection. So I encourage you to check him out. And then there's a Culture Fan, Dave. He's been in the VC a while, but he's only at 122 subscribers. Great guy, again. He's got a great knowledge of music, great collection. Definitely worth checking out. Steve Bender, the Zonk Man, another great guy, full of energy. Like his channel, he's only at 98 subscribers, so check him out. I've mentioned Comic Rama before. Junior, another fantastic channel. Really great guy. Really nice, spiritual, relaxed. Love his channel. He great friend to me in the VC, and he's at 99 subscribers. So check him out. And then finally, another newer channel, Vinyl Dale and the Search for the Holy Grail. He's been making videos for, I don't know, 4-5 months or so. He's at 48 subscribers, but definitely worth checking out. So check out Vinyl Dale and the Search for the Holy Grail. And I'll put the links for these 8 channels down below for you to check out. And I'll also link below that REM concert and the list of 20 questions for the vinyl tag. So if you're thinking about making a video and doing it, that's where you can find the questions. So everyone, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Best wishes to everyone in the new year, 2020. Let's make it a good year and listen to some good music. So I hope everyone is doing well. And I'll be back with more videos soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. So take care, VC. Thanks for watching. Bye.